Hello. Welcome everyone to another episode of the Role Playing Guys. This is Spencer happening here for another quick intro. As you know, this is episode 10 of season 5, the penultimate episode of the season. This is one huge combat session with a huge amount of fierce blows being exchanged on both sides. As this is almost the last episode of the season, we'd love to hear questions from you as we prepare for a question and answer session. We're considering doing this on a live stream, so if you have ideas about that, let us know. Please send us all the questions that you have through Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and we'll do our best to answer them. You can also email us at rolepg13@gmail.com. If you want to just drop us a line or chat with us, you can totally do that too. We have an awesome Discord channel where you can plug in the latest information and updates from our show. You can also look at our website, rolepg13.com, for our reviews of the cool seasons that we've played before. No, we're not reviewing ourselves playing the game, we're reviewing the games and posting our thoughts there. You've also heard this spiel before. We are looking for games to test. A lot of you have sent in awesome suggestions this week on Instagram, and we are definitely looking into each of those for Season 7. If you make games yourself and want someone else to test them other than your very close friends, send it our way. We are big fans of indie game developers and love to test games in between our major seasons. Finally, thank you so much to our patrons over the land of Patreon, Brian, Jules, Steven, and Diego. You are the orthopedic shoes to our elderly feet. Without you, we'd be crying in pain with every step of this show. Anyway, that's all I have. Let's get to the episode.
Welcome back to Wrath and Glory. We are pulling an all-nighter here, literally, to get this episode out to you. Shout out to Spencer for being a champ.
Late night. Ow, ow, ow.
Late night for him, so we're grateful.
Late night skate night. Hey, what's up, homies? This is all about Tony Hawk Pro Skater. We're changing it up.
Oh, we're changing. So
we were no doing
donut
bowls.
Podcast. We are now a Tony Hawk Pro Skater
Bob
podcast.
Burnquist doing the burn twist.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh. Well, it should be super fresh. We got Spencer playing freaking Renee.
Yeah, I'm still here, I guess.
Probably
Renee Zellweger.
Probably turning evil this episode. We have Danny playing Tulrien.
Hey everybody, it's me. It's good to see you. I kissed your father on the lips.
Oh my
Have a nice day.
Stop this. And then
What?
Come on, Nick.
What?
Get with it.
We got Nick. We got Maximilian. It's Nicholas.
It's 2020. He is allowed to do that.
I know, just really random.
Yeah, that was it. The randomness.
That was just so random. But we cool stuff. All right, Nick.
It's called entertainment.
It's called that sweet entertainment. But all right, Nick, give us that recap. I know it might be hard, but let's do it.
We explored the facility, found out that Octavian is
the dick,
the bad guy.
A big old poo-poo head.
Yeah, this is my recap. Bad guy in this campaign.
Jeez, Nick.
That's my recap.
Oh,
that's my recap.
Give him an inch, he takes a mile.
Maximilian's probably gonna die here. Let me have this. Anyway, I'm mostly joking.
He made the genius decision of throwing his axe.
made the genius decision to. So we're getting ahead of ourselves here. We learned that all this experimentation with the Tyranids and everything, not only was it Octavian's doing, but Octavian, this facility was, sanctioned by the Emperor, and then the heresy happened, and Octavian said that he got a vision from the Emperor after the Emperor's treatment from the heresy, and when the Emperor is comatose on his throne and everything, or whatever, or stuck on his throne. The vision basically inspired Octavian to continue these experiments and to create, the goal is to basically make the Empire into some sort of hive mind kind of thing, mindlessly following the will of the Emperor or the will of Octavian. And there was a lot of back and forth. Renee especially was very conflicted. Tulrien unquestionably against it. Maximilian was confused at first because this was Octavian, a fellow Skitari, a tech priest. But Maximilian is clearly shown his contempt for trusting so much in warped flesh than in technology. So here's a stupid thing that Maximilian, Maximilian did. He tried to break the window of the station that Octavian was in by trying to weaken the window with bullets and then just chucking the axe through the window. It got stuck in the window. Now Tyranids are rushing at them, and Maximilian has no weapons. I don't think any of us are fully healed, and
I am.
Renee is fully healed.
And for Max's next move, he's considering throwing his power armor at the window.
Let's not go that far.
I got him.
Anyway,
I
think that pretty much sums it up.
point to break it with my armor.
I think that's pretty much it.
All right, let me just paint a picture for you guys. We have Max's axe jammed into the glass.
Max's axe.
Smashed into the glass. You have Octavian or Vex looking over the warehouse, or I don't really know the right word, the large room with the different tubes bursting open with different types of Tyranid creatures, large and small. We see the Carnifex in the center, nicknamed Big Peter, is beginning to smash its head against the front of the glass, trying to bust out. And you are, I guess, in to the side, kind of looking over at the overlook, I'm guessing. And that is kind of what we were at. I know Vex gave you the ultimatum to choose your side, as he is now summoning his swarm to devour you if you are against him and his vision of a more united empire.
So it is his vision.
Is it?
It's totally his vision.
Is it his vision?
Totally his vision.
I don't know.
You guys are just saying what you want to see. You're blind to the facts.
Oh, and Renee is not?
Renee has never been blind. How dare you?
Seeing? What is seeing? I don't see any seeing. It's like fish saying there's no water. That
Renee
didn't come out the way I wanted. Anyway, let's move on. We're surrounded by Tyranids and we're probably going to die. Is this when combat is starting then?
seems
If that's
like
what you
it.
want. If you want it, I can roll all of these.
Well, again,
D6s.
these monsters are coming. At
They're
us,
definitely
right? They're
eating
snarling.
you, Maximilian, because you are aggressively attacking their hive mind, basically.
Yeah.
This is true.
All right, here we go. Max, you're up.
Oh,
So it
boy.
begins. So what weapon are you going to use?
Funny story.
Fetal position.
Maximilian uses defense curl. No, I'm kidding.
He uses harden.
Harden.
It was not effective.
It was... Ooh.
You might
Anyway.
want to get that looked at.
Anyway, actually, so my galvanic rifle, you said I used a whole clip last time. But,
How many
Can't
salvos do you have?
it says 2 salvo.
Yes, you probably have about, I would say, one more reload left.
Okay. So the Tyranids are on him right now. That's a problem.
Correct.
We're going to try to fix that problem. He's going to reload and just his point is, his objective right now is not to kill any of the Tyranids around him. He's trying to do crowd control. He's trying to push them all back by just doing a just like a curve of shots.
If only suppressive fire had a name. Wait.
Oh, wait, it does.
In melee range?
I don't know about melee.
They're on me, so that's,
All up on you screaming, yeah.
You just wish they were Nurgle biddies instead of Tyranids.
Anyway,
I'm
that's what I'm
looking
going
it
to
up,
do.
sorry.
So-
I don't
okay.
know if there's a suppressive fire for
I didn't think
melee,
suppressive
but-
fire would. I did forget about suppressive fire, but now that you mention it, I didn't think it would apply in such close quarters.
So when you're firing into melee against a target who's engaged in melee, there's a chance that the shot may go awry. If you roll a 1 on the dice on a ranged attack that is made against a random target in melee instead of a chosen target. So that's what that is. And then if you're using suppressive fire, it doesn't say that it can't be in melee.
Okay.
How about this? Let's do a contested strength check versus my 20 Hormigons.
Tyranids. Oh, jeez.
I don't like my chances here.
No,
technically, it is an interaction attack and not a combat attack, what Nick is doing.
Oh, right, because I'm not trying to do damage per se. I'm trying to, like, do something else.
Exactly.
Okay, so it looks like interaction attacks use one of the following skills. So you use athletics, deception, intimidation, persuasion, or tech. The DN of the attack is the foe's opposing skill or resolve, whichever is higher. The DN to use intimidation, for example, is the foe's intimidation or resolve, depending on which is higher. Since you are trying to kind of sweep away the creatures to kind of push them back, I would say you could use athletics, and they are going to do athletics also. Does that sound good?
Athletics is actually my best one. That's 10. So
all right,
let's do this thing.
Nick, please get 3 or more exalted icons, because then you get player's call, which means you get to say whatever you want and the DM has to suck it. What?
Yeah.
What?
I got pretty close.
That sounds like a lot of crap.
Let's see.
Player's
5,
call, page 225.
5, 5, 4, 4, 6. I got 8 successes.
He got 6 successes.
Yes!
You successfully are able to fend off the Hormigons as they begin to claw and attack you. They are now kind of retreating back as some of their instincts begin to kick in. Like the control isn't perfect, but they are going to be ready to attack you next round. But you are.
But I would like to see if I can move as well.
Yeah, use your second action to move.
Yeah, I'd like to do that. Where are the axes embedded in the wall, in the glass? Are there Tyranids near that point?
It's high up, overlooking.
Oh, it's up there. That's right. It's on the second story. I don't know if we cleared this up last time, but were there easily accessible stairs from here?
There are, but there are tons of monsters in front of you.
Well, I pushed them back. Are you talking about between me and the stairs, there's still more monsters?
Correct.
Yep.
There's tons of these little buggers.
What's the rules for how high you can jump?
Looking it up.
Jeez, man. You gonna jump a full story up there?
He is wearing power armor.
Ooh,
I have high... And strength is my highest stat, so...
Jeez, I'm trying to find... What would that even be in?
I don't even know.
This is one of those things where it's
movement, jumping. Yes, movement. I was right.
Yay!
Page 212. Unlike movement, jumping is determined by a character's strength, not speed or agility if they don't have a specific talent. A character can jump 3 times their relevant statistic across or high.
Wow.
I don't know what that means, though. Does that mean like
The
3
strength?
times in
The
each?
strength,
But
I'm
like,
guessing.
if your strength is 10, is that 10 feet or 10 meters? Because it can't be 10 meters.
No.
It is
no.
okay. No, this game works in meters.
Danny,
Yeah,
stop.
that is true. Anything that has
The
a
game
measurement
works in
it's
meters.
We are.
Nope,
We're not.
nope.
We're not like humans.
No,
we're,
no.
Tyler,
Hell
Tyler,
no.
are we
Dude,
are we
Tyler,
are we
no.
are we playing this game or are we making one up,
I'm
Tyler?
a homebrew here.
Are we playing this game or are we making it up?
It's homebrew.
Then what is even the point of this season?
Come on. 10 meters? How high is that? That's like insanely high.
10 meters is 30 feet, at least. It comes out to like 33, essentially. A little more than
I mean,
30
you don't.
feet.
So you think that's you think that's out of the question for like augmented beings
Yes.
with superpowered and
Because it
Okay.
says 3 times that, Nick. So that's 90 feet.
Well, so my statistic
90 feet
is
up.
7 for strength. So 7 times 3 would be 21.
Times 3, 63 feet. That seems reasonable to you.
Wait, hold on. No, where are you getting the extra times 3 from? Because
It
So
says
just
a
converting it
character
from
can
meters
jump
to
3
feet.
times their relevant statistic across or high.
Yeah, so my relevant statistic is strength. My strength is 7. 7 times 3 is 21. I'm not sure why
Yeah,
you're
so-
multiplying it twice.
So he's converting the meters to feet.
Exactly.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So 7 times 9, if you remember.
So Tyler,
that
so
fun
Tyler, what do you?
little-
So Tyler, what do you? Tyler is the GM, so
Let's let him cheat a little more.
Oh,
Thanks, Nick.
let me cheat a little bit here. If that's the rule, I won't say meters, but feet is a little more acceptable.
That has about if we're changing from meters to feet, how about we do instead of 3 times, we do 5 times, so we still get some nice distance.
He still jumps
But
35
we're-
feet.
for me,
You
that's
can't jump. No
35
one jumps
feet.
in this game anymore.
This freaking Mario guy just eats a mushroom, is jumping everywhere.
Nick, if you roll
Woohoo! Maximilian!
a successful strength check against the DN I have put into my mind, you will be able to do it.
Okay.
Well, he does have
70s.
to make the athletics skill test.
Okay.
If it's a
Oh.
treacherous jump, which this seems
Oh,
like.
so my athletics is actually 10, like
Ooh.
total.
Okay.
Wait, no, it's actually 12 because plus
Just
2
do
from that.
just do strength.
No,
just
so
strength.
it's an athletics
So-
test, but the
But
distance
he's moving
is the
this
strength.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Yes, do that.
So just my strength stat then.
So no, do
Roll
do-
athletics.
Do your athletics. Do your
Okay.
athletics.
12d6. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes with a 6 on the wrath die.
Ooh, dude, you jump up.
Okay, so I mean, I was gonna ask like how high it was and like whether I'd be able to jump that high or if I needed like a boost from a Tyranid or something, but okay.
It's like 10, 15 feet up into the air. It's not like super high up.
Okay.
You
So
could
he
like
jumps
jump.
double that.
You could jump double that easy since it's in
So
meters.
I leap up there and I'd like to see if I can, if possible, grab my axe. If it's stuck there, then I'm willing to wait for my next turn there. But yeah.
You
Come
jump
on,
up.
Arthur, pull it out.
You pull out with the weight of your power armor and yourself.
Your fatness.
You're able to wedge that thing out, and you fall onto the ground.
all right, excellent.
All right. The Tyranids are now going to wait because you fended them off. The other ones are going to begin to swarm towards Tolrien.
Yeah.
So let's do some munchies, huh? You feeling munchies?
No,
You feeling the munchies?
no, but it's an option, I guess.
Okay, here we go. Whee! Oh boy. Let's see how many we got. Let's
Keep it
roll.
on the desk.
Oh, man. Someone's going to Crit Town. Oh my gosh, here we go. Alright, let's see what happens first. So, we got a 5 to hit with my swarm of Hormagaunts.
That will strike me.
Alright, let's go on to that sweet crit table. Okay, here we go. Let's see what happens. This is the tens place, and this is the... So 46. Murderous
46?
onslaught. A thunderous blow sends the target sprawling, shattered ribs, pieces of organs, jets of blood spew from the wound, and the foe lies withering in pain. Effect, target suffers 1d3 wounds and is knocked prone. Ooh, boy. Okay, let's see what happens. Only 1 wound. Alright,
Okay.
not too bad. So now I'm going to just roll this 1 extra dice. It's probably not going to do anything. That is 9, 10 with AP minus 1.
Let's see. So the AP makes it easier to hit, like it gets to the defense, right? Not the resilience.
So you lower your
It
resilience
reduces
by 1.
resilience.
So basically it does an extra damage.
I thought it was it gets through defense.
I think it just goes through the armor to let the get more damage.
Looking it up.
At least that's how I've always done it.
I honestly don't know. I haven't used armor piercing at all, but I will soak it if need be.
All right, you have the soak. It's 11, technically 11 damage, but 10 minus 1. So
I soak it.
ooh, wait. All right, and then as the swarm begins to claw and bite at you, you are knocked prone as they are beginning to
right.
chomp away and they're surrounding you. All right, who is up?
Why don't you go, D? Seems
Yeah,
like
I'll go ahead and go. With my shuriken pistol in hand, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna start blasting, just from a prone position.
Okay. So just so you know, prone gives you a -2 on your defense.
All right, that is understandable.
Okay, go for the shot. Since it's a pistol, you should be able to use it in melee combat just fine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 successes, not including my 6 on my wrath die.
Ooh! Okay, so they have defensive 3. So any 6s that you push are going to be added to deaths to the horde.
We'll be able to push. We'll be able to push 3.
Okay, so that's 4 Dunzos. And then roll on that sweet crit table.
That's going to be a 32.
32, let me pull it up. That is going to be a merciless strike. A blow to the foe's body steals the breath from their lungs, pulverizing innards in a nasty crunch. Target suffers 1 mortal wound. So I will say that is going to kill another Tyrannid beast.
Excellent.
So that's going to be, they're down to 15 for you, Torian. There's 15 left.
All right. And then I guess with my second action, I'm gonna fire again.
Okay.
Whoop, whoop. Gotta get all my dice in my hand.
Oh, so
Getting
many
all my dice in
dice.
my hand. Rolling. Yes, 6 successes.
Okay. Their defense is 3.
And I'll be able to push 1 additional die for an additional death.
Okay, that is 2 more deaths. So there are 13 left.
And then do I not have to do anything with rolling damage from my weapon? That just comes into, like, it's just...
It's mostly, I think, with the horde stuff.
With hordes,
it's
right.
more how many attacks you can have land, I think. But
Right.
I've been a little rusty. We haven't really used any hordes in a long time, so...
No, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
But yeah, so that is that. We got Max, and we have Renee.
I'll go next, I guess. Max has his axe back. Awesome.
Wait, do the Tyranids not go now?
I have 2 groups, one on you and one on Max right now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Well,
What?
the Tyranids that were on me are not on me now. But
Yes.
I suspect
Right.
they will. I
Right.
suspect they will be very soon. But anyway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyway, so the axe made an opening through the window. I'm wondering, would it require an action to break through the window?
Yes.
Okay. I will try to break through the window entirely so that I can actually fit through it.
Oh, so you're gonna jump? Are you gonna jump back up and break through, or are you just hanging
No,
on
I was
there?
up there already.
Gotcha. Okay.
Wasn't I?
I don't know.
I was up there and I grabbed my axe, and that's when I ended my turn. So I'm up there on that level. I'd like to continue doing what I'm doing.
Oh boy. Oh.
In the hopes that the big bad monster will be stopped before will still be partially frozen. Whatever. Trying to do something here. All right. So I'm guessing an weapon attack roll to beat up the window.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
You smash through the glass. It shatters into a large hole, opening it up. You see Octavian is looking at you, slightly worried.
I don't like that.
But,
Only slightly worried.
but then he smirks, and he says, "Oh, Max, you could have been a great ally in the crusade to unify humanity."
Shut up! Throw the axe again.
All right. Let me pull up his stat block here. Okay, roll another attack.
Here we go.
I didn't expect
1, 2,
either of you to
3,
climb
4,
up there.
5, 6. 6 more successes.
6 more. So you're literally throwing your axe again.
Well, yeah. This time I can actually get it and
All right, you hit him.
in action. Excellent. All right. So the damage. Let me see here. So strength, which is 7, plus 5. I know in the past couple of episodes I've been saying my strength is 5. My strength is actually 7 ever since I got the power armor. So kept forgetting that. Not forgetting this time where it matters. So strength plus 5 is 12 plus 3 extra dice. I got 2 successes in there, so 14 damage.
Nice, dude. Any AP?
-2.
-2. All right. So he's going to try to soak the 4 damage that is got through. All right. There's 1. Wow. He soaks all of it up.
At least he gets rid of a lot of shock, though.
It's true. He did get rid of half of his shock, so that was very good a move.
Only half. Good gravy.
I
With
mean,
14, well, I get resilience. Okay, yeah.
He is the boss, man. He's the boss. Max, as you throw your axe at him, you feel these tendrils begin to envelop you. As you turn around and you see a tyrannid lictor shooting its flesh claws at you, and they begin to envelop around your body. I'm going to need you to make a contested strength check to avoid this grapple.
So this is like one of the normal wacky things? Or is it
No.
the big monster?
This is a big one. I'll send you a picture while you roll that strength check.
Okay.
Strength check.
Just strength, not athletics?
It is pure strength.
All right. 1, 2, 3 successes.
Eesh, that's not super great.
No, it's not.
Well, you know what? He rolled really bad, and I'm using my wrath points to pull you in with even closer. Okay, so
That's stupid.
I got 2 left. Ooh, much better.
That's a stupid.
Much
No,
better.
stop that. No.
Here we go.
No. Tyler, no.
All right. He has 8 successes pulling you. And what was your score? It was 3.
It was 3.
So he's going to use 2 to push to pull you even closer towards him. Each one is a meter. So I'm not good at calculating those things. So I'm going to say you're about halfway towards him. And I'm going to send you a picture of what this guy looks like. He looks kind of like Cthulhu.
So, he's suspended in midair, right? Being held by the tentacles, being pulled toward him.
Correct, yes.
Toward the thing. And he's once again away from his axe.
This is what he looks like. And you just see his little tentacles wriggling as he is pulling you closer and closer with these flesh hooks that have dug into your body.
It's like crab, squid, and Cthulhu all in. Oh gosh, that's awful.
Oh, Nick, I've seen this. It looks like your mother.
Oh!
Congratulations, Spencer. You got me. You want a medal?
I wouldn't mind one. That was the good one.
Oh boy! All right, so that
Thanks
is
to that sponsorship from Amazon Prime.
So Maximilian is midair, held up by some tentacles. We
I've seen enough hentai.
We have a swarm swarming over Torien, who is knocked prone on the ground. Renee is the last one standing. What is Renee doing? What is Renee thinking?
Yeah, as all this is going down, all these memories are flowing through her head. She's remembering this one time when they were on the planet of Gomuth, when she was on a mission from the Empire. They were enlisted to go and kill an orc boss, and the rest of the squadron was pulled back, and she was getting surrounded, and she remembered that Maximilian actually was the only person that stayed with her in that combat moment and was able to defend her from a lot of the close range attacks while she was able to take the shot. And essentially Max saved her life there. And she's thinking about the moment that just occurred outside when she was struck by lightning by Phalith. Instead of saving Max, Torien saved her. And she's just considering all these moments of when the Empire should have been there to help her out, but they didn't send anybody else into the base with them. They didn't vet Clinky Clank before he went down there. There was no evidence of like due diligence to protect any of them. And she's realizing that her existence is just, in the Empire's eyes, it's as expendable as an orc is to Cogtooth. And like, she really doesn't matter in this. She's not even a cog in this big thing. She's just a piece of meat that they're able to throw in any situation. So she pulls out her Storm Bolter, and that has 2 really good traits for this. It has Rapid Fire of 2 and Brutal. So with Rapid Fire of 2, I get +2 to my weapons score here when I'm making an attack in this. My weapons skill... Why is that low? That seems incorrect.
Because your weapon skill is your melee.
To my ballistics skill.
Yeah. I think
is what it is. Mm-hmm. So that is now 13 to make this attack because it's in close range. And I also get, with the word brutal...
It does shock also, doesn't it?
It does +1 to any of the extra damage die that I roll. So...
Oh, that's so nice.
So rolling 13 here. Come on. 7 successes.
All right, you defeat... Who are you shooting at?
I'm using this to give space to Turien. So I'm trying to knock out some of these little mob people in order to allow him to get up and be able to fight.
Gotcha. Okay. Do you... okay. So their defense is 3. And are you doing...
with 7, that's 4 over it.
Yes.
I'm gonna push 1 of the extra damage, or 1 of the exalted. Actually, I won't, so that way I could target 3 of them, right?
So you would have to push it to take out more.
I thought if you're shooting into it, if you beat their defense, you get 1, but every 2 above that, you shoot another one of them.
Yes. Yeah, that's...
So with the 7, I'd be able to hit 3 of them.
Correct,
because, yes. Okay. So with a 10 plus an extra damage die of 1. So that is 10 damage that I do.
So since you pushed, how many did you push?
I didn't push any.
Here, I'm going to look up the horde stuff really quick just so I can double check how to handle this since we're having a lot of horde stuff.
Right.
That might be good to do. Because for me, it's like you need to push the more dice you can push, that's the more monsters you can take out. Let's see, mobs, 208 to 210.
But when you're the actual attacks and like hitting is on 215. So it says a mob of troops often represents a horde of enemies, often in close proximity one to another. When attacking a mob, a character does not need to risk the multi-attack to hit multiple enemies in the mob. Whenever a character makes a successful attack against the mob, they hit another member of the mob for every 2 additional icons above the mob's defense. As usual, exalted dice may either be added to the total icons to the test, or they may be shifted to extra damage, but there's no need to roll damage against every member of the mob that you hit. Oh. So with that, that's why I say that I hit 3 of them, because I beat their defense of 3, and then I hit 2 additional because I got 7.
That's how it works. And then you would do the damage to those 3.
Exactly. And the
so
damage...
complicated. Oh, man.
Yes.
You guys are killing me
nice and
here.
Convoluted.
You guys are killing me.
And then the damage that they have, that they can take, depends on...
Oh, that's not too bad.
Troops in a mob only have 1 wound each.
So that's kind of... I guess that's why I was saying if you can push more stuff, you would be hitting more stuff, right?
Exactly. But actually, you want to hit as many as you can, and then the damage that you do is the damage that you do. So each of them have 1 wound. So if they still have a resilience of like 2 or something like that, and I do 10, then I'd still be able to kill all of them. But if they have a resilience of 3 each, then I'd only actually be able to kill 1 of them.
What? That's confusing to me. Does that make sense to anybody else?
So here's the math behind it. So each of them have
1 wound.
their wound, but they also have their resilience, right?
Yes.
What's their resilience?
7.
7. Okay, so in this case, I rolled a damage of 10, and I hit 3 of them, but only with a damage of 10, which means that I would only kill 1 of them. Because
But you would apply the damage to each of the 3. At least that's how I understand the rule.
Oh yeah?
Because it says you don't have to...
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Because you don't have to do it to each individual one. It's just the number you can hit.
Yeah.
So
I think you're right.
So I think you still need to roll damage, and you just need to surpass the resilience, and then the number of things you can push would increase your damage, but also increase the number you would hit.
So no, if
no.
the number that you push is you either push and do more damage against the mob, or you don't push and you hit more of them, potentially.
Gotcha.
So, because we're fighting this mob, pushing doesn't make a lot of sense because they have such a low resilience. So it's not like you have to do a ton of damage to each of them to kill them. You don't have to overcome a huge amount of resilience to actually be able to deal a wound.
So every 2 above their defense is more you hit.
Yes, exactly.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. We're going to cut that probably.
No, I'm keeping that.
It's gonna be a dirty moment where all the listeners gonna hear all the nitty gritty.
Man, that's rough. I like my way a lot more.
I like this one.
Sometimes you can't homebrew your way through things, Tyler.
Man, that was
Yeah,
that was rough. All
So
right.
it's not super complicated when you think about it, because you have to beat their defense, and for every 2 additional that you beat, 2 icons that you beat their defense by, that's another person that you hit.
Perfect.
And you roll 1 damage roll, and that damage roll, like you said, applies individually to each of them. So with a 10, I do 10 damage to 1, 10 damage to 1, 10 damage to 1.
Okay, I'm writing these notes here.
And so that means I do 10 damage to 3 individual enemies.
So you kill 3 individual enemies. So 3 more.
And because they have a resilience of 7, that's why I kill 3 of them. Because a damage of 10 surpasses their resilience, and they aren't able to soak, which means that they take all of that to their wounds, which means that they die.
Boom. All right, got it. All right.
And that's 1 attack. So I'm going to do another.
Well, good thing we have the Tyrannid Accountant.
Yeah, buddy. Oh, yes.
1 bean, 2 bean.
So that's 9 with a 6 on the Wrath die.
Ooh, that's good.
So that means that I would be able to actually target 4 of them this time. And I do 11 damage.
All right, that's 4
I mean,
more.
It doesn't matter because the base damage of the gun is 10.
Yes.
So, yeah. Do you want me to go to the crit table? I don't feel like there's a crit against a mob.
There is. Heck yeah. Well, okay, honestly, if it's like mortal wounds or something, usually I would just have that go in and kill more. But that's what we've been doing. But
14 headshot.
ooh, nice.
They suffer 1d3 mortal wounds, severity plus 1 mortal wounds. And I got, so 1 and 2 is 1, 1 and 2 is 1.
3 and 4 is 2.
5
and 6 is 3.
1, 3 and 4 is 2. And 5 and 6 is 3.
Man,
so I rolled a 5, so that's 3.
That's 3. All right, I'm going to just say that takes out 3 more. You have successfully eliminated 7 Tyranids that have been swarming over Torian.
10.
10. Sorry. You decimated them. All right, well, freak, I'm going to have to get more Tyranids then.
Sorry, that was such a long combat combat turn for everybody.
No, we had to figure that out because I didn't remember the rules. So that was good. All right, so now we're going to see if the Big Peter is going to bust out of his shell. You ready for this?
No.
Oh, yeah, here it comes. Not too bad. He did really bad. He is not able to break out this round. You see more cracks begin to appear as he begins to smash his thick carapace head into the glass. And now we're at the beginning of the new battle round. You have Max, who is in the flesh hooks of a lictor. You have Torian, who's getting swarmed by 3 Hormagaunts, and then the swarm of 20 that is near Max, but has been pushed back temporarily, who are ready to pounce. Who's going?
Do something, someone!
I'll go first, knocking down the guys that are on me.
Okay, go for it.
Sweep the leg!
Okay, Sensei.
These guys have multiple legs, so it would be hard.
I have multiple legs too, Ty.
I got 9 successes on that one.
Okay. So
you target 4.
Roll that damage. You probably kill all of them, so don't worry.
Let's see, so that's going to be 12 damage.
Oh, nice. They're all dead! Are you using a shuriken pistol?
I'm shuriken pistoling.
You just unload, headshot all 3 of them, and they fall.
Excellent.
And 1 on Maximilian.
And you kill match.
Perfect. I mean, no! Ah! No,
what else is new at that point?
I'll stand up and kind of gauge the situation of things that are going on as I've been scrambling on the ground here for a few moments. So that there's the Carnifex that is almost unfrozen or totally unfrozen?
It is totally unfrozen. It is now attempting to burst through this containment unit.
That containment unit's gonna not be a thing at all. All right. Okay. I'm going to back up a bit. I'm going to put some space between me and this Carnifex. And I'm going to look over at Renee and say, "It appears as though you've made the right decision. Thank you for now." I'm going to back up.
Bye.
Putting space. It is a tactical move. I'm not retreating.
He's pulling a clinky clank, guys. He's pulling a
He
clinky
just
clank.
floats away.
He just floats away.
Actually, a tactical advancer is accurate. That's something that you can do, and you move half your speed, and you don't lose any of the defense bonus that you have.
There you go. All right. Let's get this sweet swarm going. My swarm of boys are going to jump on... I don't want to say Max, because he's already in the pincers of one guy. So they're going to go after Renee. How about that?
How very kind of you.
How about that? I think that's a good idea.
I'm far.
These guys are really fast.
I'm faster.
No, that's not true. That is 6 to hit you, which I'm assuming hits.
Yes.
And guess what?
What?
6 on the runtime, baby! Okay, so he's going to push those ones. And then we're going to go to that sweet crit table. Man, I've just been going to town on that crit table today. Here we go. Gonna get some mortal wounds. 22. Brutal rupture.
My spleen!
Your irritable bowel just erupts.
Not again. Where's the giant toilet when you need it?
Not the toilet. Mangling flesh and poop. Crushing. That's kidding. Mangling flesh and crushing. Crushing bone. This attack showers the ground with poop. Ruptured organs and makes your foe grasp in wretched pain, weakened by the blow's effect.
This sounds like a Mortal Kombat fatality written by high
Oh,
schoolers.
man. Excuse me. It does additional
it's written by
1d3
middle
wounds.
schoolers.
The way Tyler is.
So
saying
that's 2 additional wounds. So here we go. Let me pull up their stat block again. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. So that's 8 plus 3 dice here. Let's see what we got. That's 2 more. So 10 minus 1. AP minus 1.
Okay, so that beats my resilience of 9. So that goes. They beat it by 2. I'm gonna try.
Oh, I forgot that. It's 13 because I didn't add the crit stuff.
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
good.
Woo,
I'm
almost forgot
gonna
about
try.
that.
I'm gonna try and soak. I have a soak pool of 3, so it's
We could
not
stand to have you forget more things, Tyler.
I almost forgot.
Okay, so I soak one of those. Jeez. Okay, so I'm halved.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Dude, it was just that crit. That 3 plus is really good because they have no damage as is because they're weak sauce.
And I'm also hindered, according to that, which means that difficulties increase by 1.
Are we? All right, who's up next? We got
I'll go
Jordan went.
next.
We got Max.
Yeah, all right. So, suspended in midair, right? From the tentacles and stuff? Or am I on the
Correct.
ground? Where am I? Okay. I would like to see if I can do a athletics check to not only free myself from the tentacles, but also use the tentacles and claws, whatever, as a boost to jump back up to the booth.
So you're grappled right now, my buddy.
Yeah, so again, like trying to break free and then jumping off from there.
That's gonna be a contested strength check again, my broski.
Not athletics, just strength.
Just pure strength.
Very well. 1,
So shall
2,
it
3,
be
4, 5 successes.
Oh, that's so cute, Max. Oh, I got a nice solid 8.
Teff you.
Woo! I rolled a lot of 6s, so that was really nice. You are still in the meaty flesh hooks.
I get another action though, right?
Mm-hmm.
You do, and you're getting closer and closer to this beastie.
I will do the same exact thing.
All right, buddy.
'Cause I want to break out of this.
All right, go for it. Come on. Can Max do it?
So I got 5 successes, but
Ooh.
a 6 in the wrath dice.
Ooh. He got a 5.
But did you get a 6 on the wrath dice?
I did not.
And I did. So I think I, by default, win because of that.
Yeah, let's say that. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this though is you break free, but you land on the catwalk. You do not land up on top.
Okay, so it's just my next turn, it's just a simple, I can get up there.
If you have an next turn, of course, because it's his turn.
Yeah, I know.
Here we go. Here we go, buddy. So he's gonna use his which one to use? Toxic or penetrating?
How about none of those?
I think I'm gonna use the actually I don't even know what penetrating does, so give me 1 second here.
It sounds like it might be something that goes beyond resilience, which is not something I like.
I like it though.
It's not a good thing. No,
you like
Tyler.
I like the
you like penetration, Tyler?
Nope.
Tyler.
Let's not go there, please.
Let's see.
I thought we were family friendly.
Yes. Well, sometimes when it's late at night, no.
Hey, how else are families made?
Let's see.
Okay. Anyway,
He did tell you that.
I mean, there is in vitro, but I mean,
Anyway, Tyler, let's.
Wow.
It all works. It all works.
Wow, that's insane. All right, I'm gonna use I'm gonna use a scything talons. Bless your heart, Max. This is gonna give you some sweet toxicness.
That's toxic, man.
That's because you know that
I can't stand this toxic environment.
Okay, not too good. He got 6 to hit. What's your defense?
Well, my defense is 3.
So he is going to push an extra dice to do a little more damage. So he's 10 plus 2 damage dice here. That's an 11. So 11 damage. But now it is Toxic 3.
So, what does Toxic 3 mean?
It means that if you do not soak all of these wounds, then you are going to have to make a toughness test. And if you fail, then you are going to take 3 wounds each turn until you make a successful Medicaid test.
Dude, that sucks. Okay, so how much damage was it? Was it 12
It was
or 11?
11.
11. Okay, so I have a resilience of 10, so I only have 1 that I have to deal with. And I have to soak it, so...
Don't blow it! Don't blow it!
I'm feeling pretty confident. I've got 4 shock left. I can stand to spend 2 more here.
You can also use your glory points to get more shock.
I think you can use that to increase your pool of dice.
Well, I got 3 successes anyway in my soak. So I spend 2 more shock to get rid of all of that. And that means no toxicity. Am I right?
Correct, yeah. You're good. Dang it.
Well, glory, glory, hallelujah.
Dang it. Dang it. Alright, who hasn't gone yet? Is Renee?
I haven't, yeah. So, being hindered. I'm still up, though, so I'm just gonna do essentially a 360 2 times around to try and shoot.
Definitely 360.
Yeah, so 720 if you want to get technical.
Yes.
So I'm gonna just spin this and do 2 attacks with my storm bolter. So that's
what are you shooting? You got the lictor that is about
The
to
mob.
munch on Nick, on Max.
the
You
mob.
got the other
one
mob.
that's
Gotcha,
attacking
gotcha.
Me.
Gotcha.
Oh no! 8 successes.
Okay,
So
that's
that's
5 over.
So that means I get 3 of them,
Mm-hmm.
and then with 10 damage,
You do just fine.
yeah, I take them all out, and then the next one, again the same roll, 8 successes.
Jeez.
Then Yeah.
You're killing my little boys.
so that should take out 6 of them.
Correct. So you took out 6. And I am going to roll for my beastie boy to come out of the cage. Can he do it? Because I think everyone's gone, correct?
Yeah. So there
Yeah.
how many are there left?
There are 14
13.
of the little boys. There's 1 lictor, and the Carnifex is trying to bust out of the tube right now. Let's see what happens right now.
Shouldn't there be 13 because Danny took out one of them in this mob?
Yeah.
Oh, he did? Thank you. Thank you.
No, thank you for killing him, Danny.
Woo!
Of course. Anytime.
Here we go, guys. Oh boy, he rolled better this time.
Oh no!
The glass shatters.
Ugh.
The water rushes out of the tube as this monstrous Carnifex roars and enters the fray. This thing is huge, and it has a butt ton of abilities. So, good luck. Okay, who wants to go first in this round?
I'd like to.
All right, Max, you're up.
I'd like to move over to where the axe is embedded in Octavian's person.
Okay, you're gonna have
Would
to.
that be
you're
an
gonna have to
action?
jump.
I mean, that's not a problem, is it?
No, it's not. So you jump up. You climb through the hole. You are in the room with him. What do you do?
I'd like to Maximilian would like to just stare him and actually, it's this helmet thing, right?
Correct.
That Octavian has.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say take off the helmet, but then there'd be no control, and we'd still have a problem because the monsters would be there. Here, Maximilian's gonna take his axe and swing it back at Octavian.
Wait,
Not
he's
throwing
actually
it.
holding it in his hand?
Yeah, he's
Well-
essentially he has your axe.
Well, yeah, but
He's using it against
he
you
grabbed
now.
it out of. Well, Max would like to grab it back.
All right, let's do a grapple.
Tug of war.
Let's do a grapple.
Is it
Just
athletics?
let go and then he'll fall back onto it.
We're doing that strength. We're doing that strength check.
Just strength again.
Yeah, grappling is all opposed strength test.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Guess what, Nick?
I imagine he does not. Don't tell me he beat 5.
6.
What? He's not supposed to be that strong, is he?
He's a robot, dude. He's more augmented than you, technically.
True, but he's like a priest. Like I didn't think strength would be.
You try to wrestle that
stupid.
axe from his hand, and he literally just smacks your hands out of the way. And he says, no, I'm going to use this one against you. And he's going to make a chop now. Unless you want to make a second... Well, no, that was your second action.
That was my second action,
He is
yeah.
going to make a weapon skill check against you, my buddy. What's the stats for your axe?
So it's 3 damage plus 2 extra damage dice. With plus 1 armor piercing. Here's the actual stats. It's just so the damage equals strength plus 5 plus 2 extra damage dice. The reason I have 3 extra damage dice is something. Trademark weapon. I took the trademark weapon talent. And
gotcha.
Yeah. And it has an armor piercing of -2.
Okay, I have some good news for you, and I also have some bad news for you.
Let me hear the bad news. I'm dead.
Bad news is he got a 7 to hit you.
Okay, which is higher than 3, yeah.
The good news is he got a -1 on his wrath die.
Okay.
So let's see if you survive here. 14 at -2.
Jeez.
He rolled a lot of 6s on the extra damage dice.
Okay, so resilience 10. That leaves 4 damage remaining. Probably should have used a glory point to give myself more shock before I did anything.
You
A
can
wrath
have 2
point.
shots. Still use your wrath point to do that.
It's not an action? Right. Okay. I'll go ahead and do that now if I can, if I'm allowed to.
Yeah, go for it.
How do I just roll a d6 and that's how much shock I get back?
Correct.
You may spend 1 wrath point to get 1d3 plus 3 shock.
1d3 plus 3. That's excellent. 4. Okay, so I'm almost at max shock now. I'm back up to 6, which is good. All right, so now let's see what we're going to do with these 4 extra damage points because I have 4 wounds left. All right, soak. Here we go. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. So that will spend 5 of my shock. So I'm down to 1 shock, but no damage.
Man, you are a lucky boy. So the crit, what happens with the fail is as he slashes down on you with the axe, it slips out of his hand and
Classic.
clatters onto the ground in between you.
Clank, 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 clank.
Is it possible for me to just grab it right there or put my hand over it or something?
No,
Fine.
you've used your turns, so now we're up to somebody
Good
else.
point. All right, cool. Great.
Outside of the overlooking room, we see Renee and Torian fighting the swarm of beasts. The Carnifex is raging in front of you, ready to devour.
How big is it?
This thing is huge.
Perfect. I run down the hall.
Trust me, the door is big enough.
No, the small hall. The small hall, like where the offices are. You
That's
said it was
smart.
huge.
That's smart.
You said it was
There you
huge.
go. All right, so that's what you do with one of your moves.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna use my other move to do the same thing with my storm bolter against the mob, because I assume that they'll probably run after me down the hall. I got 9 successes on that.
Nice. So that's 3.
Nice.
So 4.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
4.
my gosh.
And then the extra damage. Yeah. 4 more!
There's 9
Which means
left.
there's 9 left.
All right, they're gonna chase after you. Here we go. They're gonna nom on your fleshkies.
The funny thing is they're too slow.
False.
I run fast.
They
Usain
run.
Bolt.
They run fast, like Kevin Hart. Have you seen that video where he races Usain Bolt? That's
No.
hilarious. Here we go. Ooh, not too good. They only got 4.
I have a defensive 4, so
Ooh.
eat it.
Oh, so that hits you, right?
I thought it doesn't hit.
Well, they wouldn't be able to do enough damage anyways.
Yes.
It's like 6 plus 1 extra dice, so it's
Oh.
really bad.
You just see Renee hightailing it down the hallway and just...
Torian,
They're coming
the
after.
Carnifex watches as Renee books it down the hallway with the smaller beast chasing. It turns its gaze upon you as the tasty morsel that is left in the room.
Dang it.
Turns out Renee was a traitor after all.
Tactical retreat. Can't
True.
you teleport?
I can't teleport.
Nah.
Why not? You have psychic abilities.
Nah,
But I can't
bruh.
teleport.
Nah, bruh.
Psychic...
I
How
mean, you
come...
can't,
I can light
you mean
stuff
you can't
up.
do whatever. You mean you can't do whatever magic trick we want you to do right at that moment?
Exactly.
Then what's the point of you?
You know, that's a fair question. My parents have asked me that every time I've seen them for the past 2 years.
Got again with that one.
Telepathy. That's short for teleportation, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna let you make your move before you become lunch meat for this Carnifex.
Oh, you are? That's so kind.
Go for it, buddy.
Oh, thank you. I'm also, so I'm going to run back into the same hallway that Renee ran into.
It's just gonna be whack-a-mole running into different rooms.
We're gonna have a like a Scooby-Doo montage.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, through the different doors. Yeah, seriously.
No, yeah. So I'll move that way, and I'll fire on the remaining dudes in the hallway.
All right, go for it.
Just chasing after the group that's chasing after me.
Yeah. Ah! Get away from Renee! That is a 6 on the wrath die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 successes total.
Nice.
1, 2, 3. Keep 'em up. 4.
So that's 3 dead, and then we'll roll on the crit table.
I apologize. Actually, 11 successes.
Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
That was a
6,
big
Wow.
difference.
8, 9, 10, 11. Huge.
So that is
Sorry, that was bad counting. I'm not an accountant. Pretty much all of the dice I rolled were a success.
so
that's
that's
5.
5. That's 5
Yeah.
there. Freak, dude.
Plus a
Just
critical.
mode. Plus the critical. Roll that crit table, man.
Okay. That's a 22.
Brutal rupture.
That's the one that Renee got and made her poop herself.
Ooh.
It does
1d3
1d3 wounds.
And they're hindered.
Oof, that's rough. They got the irritable
So with
bowel
9
also.
of them left, you could only leave one of them, and we could just hold it hostage.
Yeah, let's hold it hostage. We could train it as our pet.
Potentially, if you beat everything that's bigger than it, you could train it.
True.
All right, so roll that 1d3. Tell me what you get.
Oh, that was cocked.
Show me what you
Hey.
get.
That is a 3.
Nice. There's one left. There is literally one left in that group.
Brilliante.
You have a little buddy there with you.
Just push him back and forth.
Hey, you loser. Give us your lunch
Oh
money.
my gosh.
Tabletop
What
him.
is happening?
Tabletop to beef stew. What a combo.
Oh,
Oh my
you gonna
goodness.
water pump him?
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yes.
This poor guy. He's just trying his best.
I'm gonna use my wrath point to do a narrative declaration, and it's just
Stop.
us beating up on this guy for the rest of it.
Pop, 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 pop.
That's what you use your wrath dice for?
Hey,
At least it's not
yes.
betraying you.
Yeah.
That was the funniest. Oh my gosh, Max was pissed. All right, the Carnifex is going to mutate one of its arms and it's going to shoot a, let's see what it's got on it. Ooh, freak, there's a lot of crap on this. Holy crap.
If it's too much for you, you can just ignore some of it.
I agree. I think there isn't anything else.
I'll do that. That's true. He's going to use his...
I was being
his devour
only half
with
serious.
brain leeches. Ooh, that sounds nasty.
Oh, wow.
This is gonna hurt. Who?
I don't think I like
All right,
that.
who wants? We got Renee and we got Torian. So blue is Renee and red is Torian. Odds or evens?
I'll take odds.
Okay.
I'll be even,
Here we
Steven.
go. It's evens. Here we go.
Oh no.
Technically, it's blast huge, but I'm just going to target one of you guys. Don't worry.
What?
I'm just kidding. Oh, wow. This is really good. That is 6 successes to hit you.
Yeah, so that beats my defense.
Okay, here we go. So this is a brutal attack. So he only gets 1 damage die. That's going to be a success since he's brutal. That is going to be 15 damage, my bub, Broski.
Okay, so yeah, let's go to try and soak some of that, because that, if I don't, here's the thing, even if I soak all of it, I'm down.
Ooh!
So I'll try and soak. So it's just at 0. No. 1. Yeah, just soak one of them. So I'm down.
We each do have a med pack, so as long as we remember that.
So you're water pumping this little guy off us. You're broadside by this like nasty venom cannon, basically. Oh, gross. So gross.
Nasty.
Well,
Usually
guys,
when you pump the water, it doesn't have anything come out. This is a really unfortunate series of events here.
This is the first time I've engaged in this water pumping activity. This is quite frightening.
And as I'm laying on the floor, going unconscious, I go, "Hey, it's worth it." And I'm unconscious.
all right, we got Max and we have Torian.
I'll go.
Go for it.
Max grabs his axe
All right,
and
you grab it.
attacks.
Attack, do it. You
I
won't.
wanted to make sure I went before Octavian did.
You won't do it.
All right. So
Man, you guys are just fighting them.
1, 2, 3. Oh, stupid. I'd like to use a glory point to re-roll this, because I only got 4 successes and a 1 on the wrath dice.
You'd have to use your wrath die to reroll.
Wrath dice.
Your
That's
wrath
what,
point.
I'm sorry.
I mean.
That's what
Haven't
that
you
thing.
used your
Yeah.
wrath point? You used your wrath point to regain shock.
Yep.
I did. You're right. I got 4 successes with 1 on the wrath dice.
You hit him.
Okay. Well. Oh, didn't realize his defense was that low. All right. Cool. So that's 13 damage.
Okay, here we go. AP -2, correct?
And then I'm going, AP minus 2. Then I'm going to attack again after this.
Okay, let me see if he soaks. Eesh, that sucks. You didn't soak any of that.
Yeah!
Jeez, that is not good. Alright, he takes a big chunk out of his health there. Alright, Max, second attack.
Oh, that's better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 successes. And for the damage, it is 14 damage.
14 damage.
Minus 2 AP.
Minus 2. Holy cannoli. Here we go.
Maximilian is kind of disappointed that the either of his 2 epic axe throws didn't really do much. But at least he's doing something here.
He soaks the damage of the second attack successfully, but he has no more shock.
No more shock, right? Because he was like down to half shock last I checked.
Yeah.
Last
So
I heard.
you
Excellent.
You slash cross slash back, and
Do you feel the wrath of the Omniscion?
he says, "Max, I am." Oh wait, no, I need to do the accent. Max, I am the prophet of the Messiah. And he is going to whack you.
You said you were the prophet of the Emperor. Take
staff.
your pick, you
They're
fool.
both
9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9.
They're the same thing. Here we go. He's going to hit you with his omniscience staff.
That sounds lame compared to an axe.
And then let's see. He's going to use one of his canticles.
Canticles, is that like a spell or something?
Yeah, basically.
Frick.
Oh.
Because canticles, I think canticles usually is like, wasn't it some kind of song or some sort of
Exactly.
chant or
So
something?
he's going to randomly pick a ability. So I'm going to roll this d6 and see what happens. Okay, so that's not going to do anything. You're good. All right, here we go. He's going to hit you. All right, he blew it hard. I'm going to use one more of my ruin points to reroll all my fails. And then let's see if that gives me a little bit more. It does. Sweet. All right, that is 6 successes.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Defense is 4, right?
My defense is 3, actually.
Defense is
So,
3,
yeah.
so he pushes 1 extra 1. Here we go. And he fails both of those, so that's going to be 12 damage for you.
Okay. I have 1 shock left. So that really doesn't help me very much, does it?
No, you can't do anything with 1 shock.
Nick is always so angry about that. I'll let you roll 1 shock for it.
I mean, that's technically against the rules.
All right, never mind. You don't get any then.
Well, I mean...
Oh!
Don't bite the hand that
I wasn't sure if
feeds.
you were serious, but...
Also, there is a pretty intense theological divide between the believers in the Omnissiah, whether it is actually the Emperor himself that is the Omnissiah,
Oh,
or
I
if
guess
the
I didn't realize
Omnissiah
that.
is in fact a separate entity.
Yeah.
So there is a divide,
okay.
but it's you can kind of believe whatever you want. It's 40K loose lore. You do what you
You
want.
do what you want.
Fair enough. Thanks
Isn't
for the
every
correction.
religion?
So long as people are getting blasted.
As long as it's
So long as there's still war and all that, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, I have 4 wounds left, so I'm gonna have to take... I'm down to 2 wounds now, unfortunately.
I found this Theron black box. I thought you might want to take a look at it.
She hands over a clear rectangle sheet of black glass with smooth edges.
Oh, wow. This is really cool.
Where did you get that? You shouldn't have that.
I found it on a Theron ship that crashed.
Maybe I could take it to a friend?
I would use the word friend lightly.
Misha walks over to a small filing cabinet that's next to his bed, and he takes a key from around his neck. He unlocks the cabinet and he pulls out 2 black cases, which are both marked with Theron symbols.
As you place it down, it instantly lights up.
You know what this means, right? This could be the chance we've been looking for.
That doesn't sound good.
Sons of the Fathers is a sci-fi horror podcast using the 7th edition Call of Cthulhu role-playing system. It is a Necropodicon original, and our first episode premieres on the 1st of March, 2020. We advise that the show isn't for children, but is great for those who revel in hapless protagonists facing ever-increasing bad odds. Sons of the Fathers, Boundless Space, Endless Horror.
Necropodicon. Hard to pronounce, easy to listen.
Dun, da, 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 da.